A few days ago, my aunt contacted me regarding a Christmas present for my cousin, and she said she would pay me to make swords for it, and that she was coming to me because she says that I'll make something, whatever I make will be cooler than anything she could buy. And so I talked with her about it, and we settled on and my uncle. We concluded two 3-foot long one-handed swords made of mild steel because it's easy to acquire and it's real metal, real steel, so it's cool, but mild steel because it's easier to acquire than the carbon steel, and it's going to be blunt, no heat treating, no sharpening, so mild steel works out great. So that day I went out to Lowe's and picked up these pieces. They're 1.5 inches wide, 1/4 inch thick, and 3 feet long. And I had the idea to make a pommel in a similar fashion to my sword that I made when I was 12, where I stacked up washers to make the pommel. For this, I'm thinking of stacking up pieces of the thickest steel I could get, and so I'm probably going to have 4 of these pieces just kind of stacked up along here, forming the pommel, and the same stock will be used for the guard. And if I have time, I might do brass plating with a torch and brass wire wheel on the angle grinder for the fittings, but I might just remain mild steel. But a gold handle was requested, so I found some anodized aluminum wire on Amazon that has a nice gold color to it, and I will wire wrap the handle with that gold colored wire, and I think it'll be pretty neat. That's not all the details, but I'll paint this with machinist dye and do some scribing, and then get to grinding. Alright, I think these are scribed. I tried to connect the points, this one here to that one there, but it just wasn't working. So I'm just going to go off of this and use these points and connect the two. And I'm going to do the same with these points here, with the line formed by the stock and this line. I also have a center line on the other side, both sides. just to keep everything centered. Ah. And I think it is on to grinding from here. I have the sword grinding water cooling tank or cooling tank set up so that I can cool it down as I'm grinding it, because it gets hot while I'm grinding. And then I can't really hold it effectively, so it's also cold. I think I'm going to get a little fire going in here. That should help. I got a fire going. I had something to eat, and I think it's been about an hour. So not sure. But now that the fire's going, and messed with I've figured out some ventilations and such. I think I'm ready to grind. That was an hour, I think, maybe 2? I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but as far as the profile goes, most of the material is removed. Of course, it's not all done yet, as it's not centered, and still have the shoulders to file. I think I went a little bit too far on the right side, and I think the left side is supposed to be correct. It just happens, but it'll be okay. Same thing goes with the tang. A bit narrower than I imagined it would be, but I find I like my tangs wider than what I see other people do, so I think this is normal for a tang, just narrow for my preferences. The other one, there's only tang done. Or not, it's not even done, it's just roughed out. I haven't done the rest of the profile. But, I don't know, if this is your first time seeing just a sword blade, it is generally this. Here's a more finished one Or it's closer to being finished. Wow. Does this feel lighter? That sword feels lighter than this sword. It does. Interesting. You know what I should have done is I should have weighed the bar of steel before I cut it. That way we can see how much material I removed. I should be able to calculate it, but I was doing that on these swords. But there's no need. Anyway, you have a kind of narrower part here where all the handle stuff goes. And then what generally happens, and will probably happen on many of the swords that I make, is that it gets narrower and narrower just gradually, and then it comes to a point. Of course it won't be. This one is going to be, I want this one to be very functional. This one is going to be blunt, so the point won't be as nearly acute. Yeah, but it is coming together. And I feel like I might want to stop here for the day. I have a bit of time left, but yeah, I think I'll call it there for today.